No board game night again. 1 month straight. Sucks. So what I did is I cleaned up the house. Obviously not this room. This toy room is an absolute disaster. I cleaned it up just 2 days ago. It is an absolute disaster now. Goodness gracious. So, but at least the downstairs is all vacuumed, cleaned up, carpet cleaned. Gonna ban lollipops, sticky, icky lollipop pieces all over the carpet. Had to clean that too. Boy, I'm old. But wearing one of my favorite shirts. This is from the Nintendo. It was a Nintendo game called Bible Adventures. Oh, what a great video game. You were Noah trying to get all the animals into the ark. And that sounds really lame, but the game was super fun. Was super fun. Oh, hello. I am doing well. A little bored because again, no game night this weekend. And it sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks. Not having a board game group or a necessary board game group, I guess. One that's reliable. Um, but other than that, let me see. Reading, this is why I decided to pause here. I'm reading The Nature of Middle Earth. Yes, I was going to try to stay away from Tolkien this year since I've always read something Tolkien since 2020. 2020, I reread Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Loved it. 2021, reread Silmarillion. 2022, was it 2022? Yeah, 2022, reread all of the history of Middle Earth again. Oh, so good. And Unfinished Tales. No, I read Unfinished Tales in 2021, right? Yeah, because in 2023, all I read was the poem of Tom Bombadil and Bilbo's last poem. So it was kind of light. And I thought, is this the year where I return back to, I've always been at Middle Earth every year. But then I found this book, and this book is supposedly more extra writings from, as you see, I'm chugging through it. I'm more than halfway through with it now. And it's interesting. It's timelines. It's, what am I reading now? Elven timelines, things about hobbits, elves, Gandalf. It's all the little notes and pieces. It reminds me of book 12 of History of Middle Earth, like Peoples of Middle Earth. And this would almost be like a book 13. And this is a lot of scraps. And the editor admits that this is just a ton of his later writings that got published in various magazines. So Christopher Tolkien never made a book out of it. And he goes, the guy who was helping him, he said, I'd like to make a book. He went, if you think there's enough in there. And so it's never before stuff about Middle Earth. A lot of timelines in there about how ages go for elves when they procreate. Really weird. How old they can be when the elven, how old all age gaps are for men, for dwarves, for all that stuff. And it is kind of, if you're not a big Uber Tolkien fan, it can be boring. But so far, I've been enjoying it. It is something different. It's not something like, wow, amazing, but definitely worthy of the collection. So, and like I said, it's more Tolkien. So here I am. I promised myself no Tolkien this year, but I can't stay away from Middle Earth. Howdy, Melissa. How are you? Good to see you. But yeah, so there I am romping back through Middle Earth, having a great time, drinking from my Time Stories mug that my buddy Benjamin got me. Yeah, man, I hear you. Rebellion could have been much better. Empire could have been much better too. But both of those fell flat. And here's the reason why. I think they were so desperate to do more Luke's, I don't know, the Galactic Empire era stories, that they should have just focused on random people or something. Or I don't know. I don't know what they could have done. But it seemed like the Empire, especially, the Empire is just another rebellion book, right? And I don't know. It seemed like a missed opportunity in there. But there was a lot of things Dark Horse was doing, because toward the end of the run, before Disney bought him out, I was ready for Dark Horse to lose the rights to Star Wars. I was ready. I said, you know what? I knew their contract was coming up, And I thought, I really hope Marvel or DC outbid them. Because, Star Wars probably wasn't the juggernaut that it used to be. And maybe Marvel or DC would pick it up, or someone else, someone else would pick it up and start giving us better quality. And I mean, Dark Horse did give quality toward the end a little bit here and there, but a lot of it was just, they were just missing the point, I felt like. Wow, that's great. Oh, that's right. I need Wild Space and No Prisoners too. Someone got a hold of me about making some bootleg hardbacks, because that's what I'm going to do, man. I can't spend that money, but I need to get those two as well. I forgot. I knew there were other ones, and I couldn't recall. But if they can get me some Lulu covers, and I can find, and I'm sure I can find PDF downloads of the material, I'm just going to print out some hardbacks on my own. That it may be cheating because they're not original, but I don't care. I just want everything in hardback, and I don't want to pay $300 a book for it. So I'm cutting corners, my friend. But for Siege or Gambit or whichever one I don't have, I think it's Gambit Stealth or whatever. For that one, and I'd love to have an omnibus of Star Wars Adventures from Scholastic, Star Wars Adventures number 1, 2, and then Star Wars Missions. And then, of course, Wild Space and No Prisoners. And once I have all those in hardback, I think I will have everything collected in hardback, which is the main purpose that I want. The books that never came out in hardback, or books that only came out in hardback in the UK, whatever. I just want to print them out and just get them and be done. Hello. How am I already behind in the comments? Man, there was a bunch of crap for Empire too. But you may be right. I can't remember. Hello. Oh, Laura. Good to see you. Oh, that's funny. Good thing you didn't. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. You're right. Biggs and Jabim. But the thing is, the big storyline pissed me off because they waited so long to finish it off. If you have the trade paperback, they put it all together. But supposedly there was a delay in the story. The artwork didn't arrive, so they had to put in some filler episodes. But I got so aggravated because it didn't come out for like 2 or 3 months, and I gave up on the book. When it was coming out, I gave up on Empire. I was like, screw this. This looks like garbage. And so I stopped getting it. Like Tales, I just stopped getting it. It was just too much garbage. And then, of course, I went back and got all the trades, which did not include issue 13. Until I was doing my Matt's Expanded Universe, I never realized that. So I had to buy issue 13 because I didn't have it in my collection. I thought it was collecting the trades, but Dark Horse trades are garbage. Another comic book series, there was a 4-issue story arc in Droids that I'd never read before. And because it was never collected in any of the trades. So I found a few things when I was going back through Matt's Expanded Universe that I just never had. A few books I never had before, comic books, which was nice to read some new Expanded Universe, but besides the Boba Fett book was good, but the rest of them weren't the best. Oh, that's great. That's a great collection there. Wow. Yeah, well, that's because they didn't have the big story finished. But I was like, then why did you start print? Why did you send to print? I don't know. Dark Horse was a mess with Empire, but I didn't know when. And the thing is, the very next issue it came out, but I don't know because I wasn't getting any more. And then later on, I collected it in trades. Mm-hmm. Are those hard to find? I didn't think those were hard to find. That's the sad thing. That's one of my biggest regrets. Is I saw them for sale at a flea market, and those and the Lando books, the hard 2 of the hardbacks. And I was like, oh, cool. And I left them there. And then what was it? A few years ago, I went to go back to get them, and they were sold. They were gone. But they'd been hidden. It was a big used bookstore, and they were over on a shelf over to the bottom. And for years, I'd pass them by and go, that's really cool. I'm glad I have those. But then then when I said, you know what, I should buy them and give them to other people, and now they're gone. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Struggling? It's not that bad. Whatever. Where's your video? You finally told me you're going to do. Still waiting on that. Nice. Exported 3 videos. Did you load them up? You still don't have them. I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting to see them. Bernard, you should come down. When are you coming down? Weren't you supposed to be coming down here? I don't know. You need to get down here. Maybe stay for a month or so. Play games with me. That's what you need to do. Oh, well, yeah, these weren't the best. I remember one of the covers was chipped away at the bottom, and some of them were kind of faded and used. But still, just to have the hardback, and if the covers are in decent condition, my covers are in decent condition. But yeah, I mean, one I remember was it was kind of chipped or whatever. The cover was kind of eaten away at the bottom a little bit. The other ones I think were fine, but still, you're right. Yeah, hard to find in good condition. Another channel. You have another channel? Let me know. I'll sub to it. That was good. That one was a good one. Jabim was a good one. Yeah, 11 out of 10 for the Republic. Yeah, but when they went back, that was good. I agree. Things are good, Aaron. How are you? Very good. I'm doing well. I wish I had a board game group to play with because it's been a month now. And even the time I did play, it sucked. It sucked. We got one game through. I was playing it wrong and didn't realize it till halfway through. There was a billion interruptions. And that was the only game we played, and no one had fun. I didn't have fun because we kept getting interrupted for 10, 15 minutes at a time. I felt awful. They were getting bored. They left early. It was just all, and they didn't like the game. And I said, guys, I'm sorry. I put a wrong rule in there, and it messed up the game. I said, it's my fault. Please don't hate the game. But I don't think they'll ever play that game again. I don't blame them because it was just such a drag to play. It's the dumbest. I was talking to Joe Bongiorno the other, what was it, just last week? I think I called him up, and we were giving our griefs of the trade paperbacks and Dark Horse. It's just such a terrible job. I completely agree with that. Completely agree. Oh, super chat. Travis, giving me that profile. Travis, how you doing? I'll leave it up there. Abel did have a lot of potential, being a clone veteran, but they didn't know what to do with it. It's like someone had a good idea, but didn't know a story to go along with it. Darth Nicholas. I'll leave Travis's up here. Super chats. There you go. There's $5. There's 2 Ghost drinks. Those are my new energy drinks there. Now it's Ghost. There's a vitamin supplement, place that sells them for $1 at the first of the month. But you got to get there early. Like I got there way too late because I'm always working, but I had stuff to do in that morning, so I couldn't go when they opened up. And they had a few okay flavors, nothing that good. All the good flavors go first because I got there when they opened, and I thought they didn't have, but the mediocre to crappy flavors, but they had some good flavors in the morning if you go. But if you wait till lunchtime, people pick through those, and there's not that much left. Like I had to settle for Rise, which a few of my friends really love. And I tried different flavors, and I thought all of them were meh. The best one I ever had, they have a Sunny D flavor. It's like a Sunny D energy drink. I don't know. Sunny D tastes good, but I don't know if it's worth it. But they didn't have the Sunny D one. They had a bunch. I tried a bunch of other ones, and all of them have been meh. They have the what's it called? The Sour Ropes flavor in there, and I thought that'd be good. And I got 3 of those because they're sour raspberry. I was like, okay. They taste, all those drinks, Rise taste watered down energy drinks, and I just don't like them. So, but there was not that many flavors of Ghost left that I liked. So. Oh, well. Got there. But $1, man. How can you complain about $1? Marcel says hello. Hello, chat. Okay. Again. Oh, Travis, here's your other one. Matt, I know you like the prequels, but you're critical of them. Do you agree Revenge of the Sith is a good movie? It's the best of the 3. How's that? It's the best of the 3. Okay. And I don't hate them. They're fine movies. Episode 1 is still playing in our theater. This week, I saw it. It's still playing in the theater. And I'm like, it's like I want to watch it. I want to have a reason to watch it, but I just don't have any motivation to go see episode 1. And maybe if someone said, Matt, you want to go? Maybe I'd go with them. I don't know. What's your favorite movie with a board or video game as the center of the story? Zathuru was really good. It's better than Jumanji, I agree. Brain Scan, Shut Up are a few of mine. Obviously not Battleship. I don't know, but man, you gave me a great idea for a board game gab. 5 games I'd like to see movies of. Oh, Travis. I even know a few of them. I'm writing them down now. Yeah, I can make this list. I can make this list quick. Yeah. All right. It's a great one. Yeah, Zathuru is really good. True. I got citrus, Travis. They had 3 citruses, so I got those. They do taste like, man, you know, my wife figured that out. I couldn't figure out the taste. I said, this tastes familiar. It's like a Mountain Dew energy drink. I've got 3 of those, 3 of the cherry limeades. Those are decent. And did I fill the rest of it up with rice? I want to say I got something else, another flavor, but I can't recall. I got 3 citrus, 3 cherry limeades. They didn't have the strawberry lemonade one. They didn't have any of the Sour Patch Kids ones. Maybe those were the only 6 I got of Ghost. I feel like I got another flavor, but yeah, I got some citrus though. Oh, that is a great point. And it tastes watered down too. But some of my friends love it. They're like, "Oh, rye is the best," because I tried some of the rye, and I was like, I mean, the Sunny D one was fine, but the rest of them were kind of like a ring pop Smarties. I was like, ugh. And then this time I tried cotton candy, which was horrible. I don't even know why I got it. I tried, I can't remember, mango peach or whatever, and it was bland. And the sour raspberry, I got 3 of those. Yeah, I did get another flavor of Rise or Ghost, and I don't know which flavor I got. They had a lot of orange cream, but I hate the creamsicle. I hate that. That's awesome to hear, guys. Hey, excellent. That is good news. I am so freaking happy. Tim, that is going to be a great time. Of course, we've already met, but I honestly loved every minute of meeting Tim. I was thinking about that just the other day. We met up in Pensacola, Florida, fun little pub, restaurant. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I would love to see you again there. That's going to be fun. Did they make their other announcement? Hold on. Gotta make sure before I say anything. Kevin J, John Whitman, great stuff. Dan Wallace, what a great pick. Okay, they haven't yet. There is another big one coming. So, but I mean, honestly, and again, I just know it's a big one coming, but I will tell you this. They have some really good plans. They're moving through. I don't know who they're getting. Again, I do not know, but they have a lot of potential people they're looking at. And again, if they sign them or not, I do not know. So I can't say anything and it not happen. And again, I don't know who they're picking. I gave a wish list, a random wish list. And if they even get half those people, that'd be super fun. If they get people from last year, that would be great, because I wasn't there last year, and I'd love to meet Barbara Hamley and say, you were right. I hate Mara Jade too. I'd love to say that to her. But either way, it's going to be super fun. Super fun. I'm going to do something one night, a gathering of friends, or I don't know, like a fan panel when nothing else is going on. Nothing else has to be going on because I want to go to everyone else's stuff. But maybe that's just an evening thing. I don't know. But we'll do something fun. Man, old Star Wars games for the EU stuff. You mean like uh playing Queen's Gambit, Sabacc. I played Sabacc with I think Bruce a long time ago on the channel. Me and holy crow, I was just talking to her the other day too, from Twin Sons. Amelia, look it up. Me and Amelia, we teamed up. We did some live recordings a couple of years back. This is 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I think, almost to the day. 5 years ago, we met up. It was my first time. I talked to her before, and she was on YouTube back in the day doing reviews. And so we met up and we played an epic game of, and I filmed it all: Star Wars, Epic Duels, and Queen's Gambit. I want to say we played another game too, and I can't remember. Maybe I played Sabacc with her. I can't remember. But yeah, doing that again would be fun. My buddy comes over at every New Year's and or into the year, and he always insists we play Queen's Gambit, and then a bunch of other games. But Queen's Gambit must be played. So that would be fun just to do a playthrough for those. That's not bad. I do have Imperial Assault. I would love to play that again, but the thing is though, whenever I have a board game, and my board game group wants to play it again, but the thing is though, I am not motivated because it's very rare when my board game group meets up, and when we do, I don't want to play a legacy game or a dungeon crawl like that anymore because that's our whole night, and we get through 3 or 4 levels, but at the same time, I only got to play one game, and I rarely have game nights now, so I want to conserve that. But I mean, I don't mind the game, and again, it's really me holding it up. A lot of people do like it. I'm currently my birthday's coming up, so I'm currently working on an epic all day gaming because that used to happen. We used to play Twilight Imperium on my birthday, and this year, I mean, I would like to play Twilight Imperium. I'm not lying, but I'm trying to force myself not to because I want to get other games played. I want to do an all day game thing. I mean, who's to say Twilight Imperium may not be the end of the night? I don't know. Maybe it'll be the next day. I don't know. But I'm trying to get this group together and inviting a close circle of old friends to come play with me one more time because I don't see them anymore. They've moved away or they don't play much with me anymore. So I'm asking them for my birthday. Give me one day of games. But that's a good idea. Thank you, Popcorn Weasel Gaming. I love that. I would be, and here's the thing, like regular board games, I would love to do playthroughs. And here's why I've done a few, right? I did the Wildstorm game, which was just kind of goofy and fun. I did Santa's Workshop. I want to say I did another one too, but I can't remember. But I've done a few playthroughs. I love watching playthroughs on other people's channel, but man, if you get a rule wrong, they crucify you in the comments. And to go back in there and add a little note like, whoop, folks, messed up here. Man, I'm not going to remember to do that. And people say I don't have the time to edit that. So, and I know I'm going to get something wrong because I'm going to forget a rule or forget to move a player there. And people can let me know in the comments, but I just want to play, just to show people how the game is played is what I'm trying to do there. But I don't know. I would like to do playthroughs. I would like to do them. But again, that's going to be a lot of setup and I'm going to have to stay up late that night because I put the kids to bed. And by 9 o'clock, I can start. Well, I have to clean the house every day for at least an hour. I have to clean something. Something always needs cleaning or picking up or whatnot. And then, oh man, I forgot to clean the kitchen today. Kitchen countertops and the stove need to be cleaned. But either way, see, that's what I mean. There's always something that needs to be cleaned. And then by 10 o'clock, I mean, I could start and go to midnight, but usually that's when I'm reading a book, going to bed, or doing a little something, going to bed, or filming something, going to bed. So, but I would love to do more playthroughs. That would be a lot of fun. Do you watch Star Wars and my board games, or are you just trying to be nice? See, a board game question gets extra time here. Prequels don't do the actors who star. I agree with that. Ewan McGregor is great, and Big Fish. And he's fantastic. And there's another one he's really good in. It's the musical. I'm not really that big of a fan of it, but he's really good in it. Moulin Rouge. He's really good. But Big Fish is my ultimate. I mean, Ewan McGregor's excellent. Excellent. He's been good in other stuff too. Hayden Christensen is good. I can't remember what the movie was. Was it Awake or something else, or Looper or something? That was it. Leaper. The guy Jumper. There it is. He was good. He's good. And I haven't seen Once We Were Warriors, but I believe that. And it was George Lucas who is not the good director. He's great creative thinking, and he's great for an advisor, but he should never be in a director's role again. He doesn't know. He had all this great talent. Natalie Portman too, and he didn't know what to do with them. Liam Neeson, even though Qui-Gon did a good job, but Liam Neeson's just good. But he had all this talent, didn't know what to do with it. Yep. I've seen that. I've seen that one. I thought about it. My wife said no. Hello. Yeah, the bomb pop. No, is it bomb pop? Is it called phase pop? Phase pop is a really good one. I do not like creamsicle. The tropical mango is delish, but I don't get to see it. Oh, you don't like those? They're fake tasting. Okay. Citrus and red. Yeah, the red Sour Patch is one of the best, but the sour green apple is barely my favorite over the red Sour Patch. Boom. If is Laura going for sure, that'd be awesome. Honestly, I would love that. Absolutely love that. One of the best reasons, regardless of what guests they get, some of the best reasons will be to see everyone else. A lot of people on this channel are going to be there in attendance. It's going to be so much fun. I am going to have fun getting my books autographed and talking to the authors. I'm going to have more fun seeing all of you, everyone who's in this chat who's going. That is seriously going to be a super fun time for me. Wait, there are more guests? Yes. There will be tons of guests by the time end of the year rolls around. And there are more ghosts? Yes. And there are more board games? Always. Always. And you're invited to come play. I've never heard of that one, Travis. That's so interesting. Dark greetings. Okay. No. I'll tell you why. I do not know, but I believe he's been asked before, and he's getting old in age, and he has announced that whatever convention he went to a few years ago was going to be his last. 2019, I believe, is his last year to do conventions. He hasn't done one since. Doesn't mean he'll say no again, but I just think he's too old for the travel, and that's too bad because Dave Dorman is an excellent person. He is so kind, so awesome to talk to. I wish he would, but I think he's too old now, or he says that. There's a few people who will not travel anymore and do it. I can't remember, but there's someone else. who won't travel anymore. I want to say it's Steve Perry, but I can't remember. And not that they told Legends Con this, but I know that they've said that they're not doing conventions anymore. Steve, I want to say Steve Perry was one. I can't recall. Yes. I'd love to meet Chuck Wendig. We should invite him. I do too. I do too. I laminated it and everything. I didn't know you had that. Yeah, but I'll be honest, the Han Solo card game from the new Han Solo movie, I threw away the box, but the cards are really good. They look like Sabacc cards. But that box, regardless of it being new canon, which made me sick, but the box is like the worst box for a game ever. So I would have thrown it away regardless. It's totally pointless. But that one's pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying with Christy Golden, but and I mean, yeah, that'd be great. But the thing is, though, all she's going to do is sit there and lie to our face that Sword of the Jedi was never even written when it had a cover and a release date. And I guess she was waiting to the 3-month mark to write it. But she says she never even started writing it. That's bull crap. She just doesn't want to be. I know she doesn't want to be pestered for the manuscript because she wrote something and she's just trying to reutilize it for some other book. I guarantee you that. But I just hate when we get lied to like that. But yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Troy Denning would be great. He still does conventions, as far as I know. So yeah, he would be a possibility. And he would be great. I know on Twitter he's blocked a lot of people, a little bit of a troll, a little bit, but talking to him in person, he was nothing but a gentleman. He was actually really enjoyable to talk to. Oh, good. Bane trilogy's great. Drew Carpershin would be great, but I think he's kind of got sour grapes about Lucasfilm not letting him do any more books or anything about Darth Bane. So I'd love for him to come back, but I don't think like a few other authors. I think they've kind of got sour grapes with Lucasfilm. That is awesome. Yeah, it came in Crisis on Cloud City, like Tim said, and I think that came in one big page. You tore it out, and then you tore out the perforated edges, and they were just flimsy, cardstock. And I went and got them all laminated. I got each one laminated with a laminate machine at like Kinko's way back in the day, and I still have them. Still have them. They're beautiful. They look old and dated, but I like that. Awesome. Yeah, it's a great book. Man, I don't know. Time travel, blades uses helicopters, a rock for a Jedi. I don't know. Farting at a wedding. I don't know. I've heard these weird. And the thing is that makes me so mad. What really makes me mad is these same people who forcefully say that they love this stuff mocked the EU. Are the same people that mock the EU for all its silliness. Okay, there's going to be silliness in Star Wars. I get that. And again, all that kind of, well, besides the time travel, all that stuff does seem silly, but I also can admit that EU has silly stuff. But the people who accept that new canon also were the same people who mocked the EU for all its silly stuff. And I think that's hypocritical. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun too. I'd love to meet him. Steve, I am doing fine, my friend. How are you? Steve getting love there. He is. Boy, I'm so far behind. That's nice. Chewbacca, what a Wookiee! Da-na-na-na-na, Chewbacca! I think that's what you're talking about. That's great. I haven't thought about that song in forever. That is great. Was that on the Clerks soundtrack? I can't recall. Oh, that's good. That's another one I saw him in. You're right. He was good on that. Man, I'm so far behind these comments. On Star Wars Day, I had to watch all the kids, but I really wanted to go over to my buddy Mikey's house. He has this big screen and a projector, and I wanted to watch all the Star Wars films on it. But I do have a projector, and I just need to put up maybe just a sheet or something on one of these walls, and I could probably do the same thing. Like I have a old sound bar I could use. Mm-hmm. I would have bought a ticket immediately if they'd have done that. I'd have bought a ticket immediately. Oh, okay, cool. Takers? I don't know if I've seen that one. Life is a House and Shattered Glass. Oh, okay, awesome. It is in Dallas or Arlington, Texas, which is Dallas, and it is next March. You go to Legends Con, www.legendsconofficial.com. Tickets are available. Hold on. legendsconofficial.com. And yeah, get your tickets today. I'll be there, my friend. I will be there. May arrive a little bit early too. Meet with everyone. That'd be nice, like a pre-party night. I don't know where we go, but I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. And tickets to Dallas are super cheap. Usually, you can get a ticket to Dallas super cheap. It's a great hub. Everyone can meet. It's a great location. Um, yeah, I'm really happy about it. Really happy about it. And you know what? I'm driving because it's about 4.5 hours straight shot on the highway for me, and I will bring Sabak. I might bring the other games too. I might Queen's Gambit. That'd be fun to play. Yeah, or maybe play Imperial Assault with all of you. Yeah, get some Star Wars board games going on. Yeah, really. That is surprising. That's a good line. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Yub Yub Commander, Yub Nub Commander or whatever. The joke ones, the funny ones, stick with me. Luke's haunting, beware the dark side. After Gantoris is burned from his charred remains are in his room. There's a lot of good lines I like from the EU. Not one that sticks out, I don't think. Rob D. First off, to let you know, right now, Alex and I on the expandinguniverse.com are doing moments. Wait, hold on. What is it called again? Oh, and Alex, if you're still watching, hold on. We got big hits yesterday or today when this came out. No, it was yesterday. We got the Brennan's doing his Supernatural Encounters breakdown. That one just concluded, I believe. Of course, Jason Ditzel's doing his Touring the Galaxy breakdown. It's amazing how this man keeps churning it out. And then Alex and I are doing most emotional moments in the EU. If you want exclusive videos every week, or pretty soon to be 2 weeks, we're going to do most emotional moments in the EU. We did Fear. We're going to do several more. It's all through the month of May. Then in June, I'll go ahead and tell you this because it's already been filmed. Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw Productions and I are going through underrated comics, comic books or comic series that are good, but no one ever talks about them. And then After that, in July, I already filmed my videos for July too. In July is going to be In Memoriam. We're going to talk about all the authors who have passed, what their works were, what their contributions were, and talk about them. Me and Spencer from the Star Wars Jedi Library. I team up with a different EU contributor, either usually on my website. If they go to theexpandeduniverse.com and if they're all my contributors, just about, I have done a team up with Maxine, Marcel, Brennan, and I just got finished with one, which was excellent. We did one called Rewrite. I loved that one. There's a few other people on my list that I want to team up with. One of them is coming back for a season 2 because the topic was so good. We're coming back for more, and there's more to come. But I love doing these collaborations with other YouTubers, EU fans. It's been a lot of fun to do, and there's a lot of extra topics to talk about. But yeah, check out theexpandeduniverse.com. We have articles Monday through Friday coming out. Really good, really interesting stuff. Something for everyone. And I don't advertise this enough, but if you want to be a contributor, all you really have to do is let me know what your subject is. It doesn't matter if someone else has done it too. Like, Matt, I want to write something about Mara J. Well, we've already had 3 articles about Mara J. I don't mind. Do another one. Everyone's perspective is different. We've had some great stuff in the past. Some really great stuff. I did one about toys, and that was from someone who is a toy collector of Star Wars and originally wanted to do a bunch. His name was Troy. He had a heart attack. He's okay, but he didn't want to write, and he was always scared to write the articles anyway. So we put together our notes, and I wrote them, and he would have done them better justice than I did. But Toys of the EU, that was a couple of years ago. So just random stuff like that. Scott did something excellent. He still does it every once in a while on the collectible card set, which I thought was excellent. Spencer did one on Imperial Salt, which got me to buy the game. There's a lot of Lance does one every once in a while about good reviews too. There's just a lot of good articles. Maxine has written some, grand slams, and I'm almost feel like I'm a little selfish because I want them to write articles just because I want to hear. Tim's done a few. Spencer, every blue moon when he's not busy, does a spotlight on. And Jason Ditso breaks down the galaxy, and he's determined to get through the entire expanded universe, the literal expanded universe, sector by sector, which, I love his passion for it. So all of the contributors I really love. If you want to be a contributor, contact at theexpandeduniverse.com. You can go online at The Expanded Universe, www.theexpandeduniverse. Check it out. Go to contact us. Hold on, theexpandeduniverse.com. Email me, submit an idea. Here, I'll put contact. Whoops. Hello. Contact at theexpandeduniverse.com. And tell me what you want to do. Get them ready. I'm taking submissions. We take submissions a month ahead, so we're doing it for June. But June just got booked up really fast. I got a lot of submissions in, and so that's why we started going for July. But again, don't wait because the July spots are filling up now, which I love. I love it. I always try to get a little bit ahead of the post because summers are busy for me, and August is going to be, I won't be doing much in August because 2 weeks is spent on the beach vacation, and I don't do that much during that time. So I like to get ahead because I'll eventually fall behind when August comes around. But yeah, give me your ideas for an article. Go ahead, start writing. I'd love it. I'd love it. So. Oh, does he? Oh, okay. Never mind then. I stand corrected then. But I had heard in 2019 he was saying that was his last. But I do not know. So I'll go with you. I will go with you. Pay no attention to this man. That's great news. Maybe they can get him. Man, Karen Travis is one of those who is done with Star Wars. But I'll be honest, if she came, if she came to Legends, which she would not, I would want her to come. She can autograph all her crappy Republic Commando books. I really did love her. What was it, Wild Space or No Prisoners? I can't remember which one she did, but I thought that was a really good book. And to be honest, I would even say, hey, back in the day, you called me a Tally fan, and I'm still hard on her books, but I wouldn't be that. Even Chuck Wendig. I didn't tell this story on my 10 years of drama, but Brian from Twin Sons knows this story. I was actually at a convention with Chuck Wendig. He was there, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny? I told Brian this. Wouldn't it be funny if I went up to him, asked to take a picture, and when he went to take a picture, put on, and I don't have the beard with me. I think the girls lost it. My Chuck Wendig outfit, and go. I would have done it too. And then I would have told him who I was and said, look, if you want to do a video, why don't you do a video making fun of me on my channel? Because in the end, it's all fun and games. Oh, and Wendig's World, they're out like Dylan spoiled in he and Chris's videos. They're still out there somewhere in the internet. Or because I filmed, I stopped it because no one liked me making fun of Chuck Wendig at the time. Chuck Wendig hadn't gone nuclear on the EU back then, but everyone thought I was so disrespectful making fun of Chuck Wendig. He had mocked a few things about his book. He was defending his stupid book back then. And I did I released the first two, I think, and then people were like, oh, I don't like this content, Matt. You're being ugly. I was like, fine. So I removed them. I unlisted them, but then secretly posted the entire, I think it's 8 episodes or 10 that I did back in the day. And, I think a long time ago, we did maybe for the first billboard, I secretly gave everyone who gave a certain tier. We didn't announce it, but for anyone who gave a certain tier, I just sent out the links if they wanted to see them. Maybe one day I'll do that again, or just release them out. Right? That'd be fun. No, she would not do Star Wars. She's one of the people who hate Star Wars. He is very nice. Yeah. That's in a comic book, if I believe. Nathan P. Butler told me about that. Mm. Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of I think would have. They'd love to write within the Legends world. I agree. I agree, Stig. That's fair. That's super fair. Um, it's all right, but you're traveling through time forward, not backward. Okay, but to your point, I would also say, and I bet you would agree, what was the point of those books, right? You didn't feel like you got anything new out of it, or it wasn't that you weren't as invested in it. So I think that's a fair assessment. Oh, geez. My love for you is like a truck berserker. I know the second line too. Uh, uh, yes, I do. The DVD that came out with the B-side original uncut versions, I have those. They sell for a lot online, but they were just the rough cut. They didn't give it the 4K or high definition treatment. But I got them because I'd already bought them once. But I said, "Oh, look, B-side, the original cuts." So I got them. Yeah, maybe I should watch. You're right. Maybe I should watch the original cuts. I'm so far behind now. Will I ever catch up? I've heard that too. Sad. Bring it. You may plan something big. When we get closer to the date, I'll have an idea of what I'm going to do. A lot of people like Andor. In fact, Darth Nicholas, we did a podcast on Saturday Morning Salmon Flange like a month or so ago, or 2 months ago, or it was earlier this year, about Andor. I think Benjamin wanted to talk about it and how much he loved it. I think it was Benjamin. I can't remember. Oh, right on, Steve. Oh, yeah. Well, remember, it's new canon. So what did you expect? Whatever, whatever, Michael. I just hate Michael because he has more fun on the weekends than I do. And he was telling me what he was doing. He rubs it in my face. He'll text me and rub me in his face that he's playing games. Oh, but Michael, you'll be happy to know I am going to do all day board games on my birthday. So at least there's that. But nothing this weekend. It's driving me nuts. Me too. Me too. I would actually love that, Steve. That would be fun. That would be fun. Wheel of Time the right way, right? The way it should be done right. There was something I was going to ask you. Oh, I'm reading Nature of Middle Earth. It's part of, not officially, but it's like the History of Middle Earth. Have you ever read History of Middle Earth? I feel like we've talked about this before, but I just can't remember what your answer was. Oh, I think so too. Oh, no one should buy them. Yeah. Oh, okay, sir. Thank you. Hello, hello. All right, let's try to catch up here. Whoop. Yeah, I like No Prisoners. I did. He does. He has some weird pictures. Maybe, but I heard that she is very bitter to what they did with her storyline and what Dave Filoni did. And I mean, rightfully so, because she was given free reign. The fans were loving what she was doing for the most part, and she felt betrayed. I heard by Lucasfilm. I mean, well, even if was asked to come back and finish her story, she would not. I mean, when they burn their bridge, they burn their bridge. Lucasfilm burns bridges with these people. I don't think I've ever done Filoni. I don't think I have. If I could make one serious change, get rid of Dawn of the Jedi completely. Serve no purpose. And then would have made a pre Tales of the Jedi where lightsabers were connected to battery packs. Because, about 4,000 years ago, maybe they had battery packs. And in Golden Age of the Sith, it seemed like they were still weaning off that. So make some more Golden Age of the Sith where they have the lightsabers attached to backpacks and everything was getting charged and new and everything. Maybe that's what I do. Move it up. I wouldn't move it way back to 10,000 years. I just erase all of that. And most of Clone Wars. I bet he did. I bet he did. I don't know, but every time I say that, I get corrected. I get corrected every time I say that was because I remember Ryder Wenham, the first time he commented on my channel, I said one of his titles for the book were so stupid. I said he probably didn't come out with that title. That's probably the publisher. And he responded in the chat. That's when we started making. I made contact with him and started talking to him regularly. He said, no, that was the original name of the book I wanted because of this, this, and this. And I was like, he watches my channel. I had to go back and make sure but I said I love the book. I just hated the title. And I was like, woo. So then we started talking. He's a really nice guy. No, sorry. I'm probably not going to. It's too violent and my kids watch with me. So probably not. Uh, Laugh it up, fuzzball. What you know darn well you are rubbing it in. You know darn well you are. Yeah, those Fallen Numenor is a cleaned up version of Unfinished Tales, if I recall. They're cleaning it up and making the books more readable. Like what was that 3-book series? The Fall of Gondolin, Baron and Luthurian, and Children of Hurin. My dad bought those because he doesn't like the history of Middle Earth because it's too fragmented. But those are all stories from Book of Lost Tales 1 and 2, which is what originally Christopher Tolkien was going to call the history of Middle Earth, but then changed it to History of Middle Earth. But Book of Lost Tales has that in its rough form, and those books are cleaned up versions. Probably better to read. Probably better to read. When it comes to the Clone Wars, it's a giant mess. I don't remember what I said in my original videos, but you can go back and watch them. But I don't recall what I had it at. But it is a mess. Uh, oh gosh, I cannot tell you how much we did a podcast on the first season of Wheel of Time. Bruce only watched the first episode and quit because he's a smart man. I suffered through 6 episodes, and it was just vomit. And I remember I called Steven and said, I can't do it. He said, dude, there's 2 episodes left. I went, I can't anymore. It's too awful a show. Because we were going to do a podcast on it, but I could not watch it. And Bruce was the smart one. He watched the first episode and went, nope. And I should have done that too. Waste of time. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but and this is the thing. It's John Ostrander. If you go back and watch me and Brennan's rewrite, I talk about a better idea. We take good authors and rewrite who did stinkers. John Jackson Miller, Knight Errant. Uh, Aaron Alston, Mercy Keel. John Ostrander, Dawn of the Jedi. We take all this stuff that we thought was from really good authors, but they just swung and missed. Troy Denning. The only one I don't like of him is Tatooine's Ghost. And then we kind of rewrite the book and say what would be better. It's really a good series. And it just happened last month. So you can go back and check out those videos. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I highly doubt that. It's too bad. Oh well, yeah. This is just people who I had drama with. So that's all. And it was actually done as kind of a joke too, because everyone loves drama videos. So I put that on just for fun. It spawned from an idea of a conversation I had with Chris Nelson, like the week before. Yeah, it was a strikeout. Those should be home. In fact, they proved me wrong when they did Legacy. I was going to hate Legacy when they talk about, oh, fans were upset about Legacy. I was one of them. I was very vocal that I hated the idea and ended up loving that. It's one of the best comic books out there. And then when they did Dawn of the Jedi, I went, ooh, I don't like it, but it's the same team, so let's do it. And I was kind in my first review because I hadn't reread it. And I just forced myself to love it because I love John Ostrander, but I had to be more honest in my reread and said, it's crap. It's crap. But yeah, it's a really good rewrite is a really good series I did with Brennan. And most emotional moments in the EU with me and Alex is just good too. Check it out, expandinguniverse.com. That was cool. That was cool. How would I have done Legacy of the Force? I enjoyed it. Was there something I would have done differently? For what it's worth, no. I think I liked everything about it. Wouldn't change the deaths. Bold move, killing off Mara Jade. I can't think of anything off the top of my head because that was one I really liked though. Ha! We didn't even talk about that one because a lot of people do like them. How would I rewrite it? Here's what I would do. I would tone down the Mando stuff. I just want to hear about clones, troopers. Maybe they're smarter. Maybe they're bred to think on their own a little bit more. I like that idea. Don't get involved with a Jedi romantically, and then you have a good book. That's what I do. Anything but country. Anything but country. Um, classical. Love classical. Modern. What's it called? What's modern day soundtracks? Sound like Two Steps from Hell, Brand X. Oh gosh, hold on. Let me look up. I listened to that a whole lot. A whole lot. Hold on just a moment. Pull up Amazon Music. Pop, rock, punk rock, oldies, 60s, 70s, 80s. I love 80s, 90s. Some rap, cartoon theme songs. Epic North is another one that I don't know what you call these people. Two Steps from Hell. They just do like soundtrack sounding music. There's another one I listen to too. Oh wait, they're down at the bottom here. I know what they have. Brand X. Oh, I already mentioned them. Okay, so that kind of stuff. Love Weezer. Weezer's probably my favorite band. Newfound Glory. Um, Family Force 5. They're not a band anymore, but they're really fun. Well, I'd say that what's his face? What's his name? Oh my gosh, he's really a clone. The one is really because they make you think could he be the real person? No, he's really a clone. Darth Vader wakes up, maybe defeats him. I don't know. I don't have much there, but because there's not much to go on. Yeah, yeah. Legacy's pretty good. Come over here. Dark Times can be good. Dark Times is good. Purge can be good at times. You see, rubbing it in. You going to bed? Come here.
Let's see what it is on.
Okay. This is Miss Piper. Her birthday party is tomorrow.
I'm already done packing my bags, my goodie bags.
And her last day of preschool was today, but she graduates Monday. That's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why I get a bucket with candy.
A bucket with candy.
Yeah, and it comes with a shovel. We can bring it to any kind of beach because it has a shovel.
It has a
I'm
shovel.
gonna make a big sandcastle.
Yeah, you're going to make a big sandcastle with it too.
I'm gonna stack it.
Mm-hmm. You're going to stack it. And how old are you now? 5. And you're going to have a big birthday party tomorrow, right? Everyone's going to show up.
Yeah, and Finley and Lily are going to show up, and they even get to pick their own bag. And Mom said,
and what are we going to eat? Ice cream, sandwiches, cake. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow.
Mama said,
bunch of screaming kids.
Look at my birthday ring.
Birthday ring. There's the birthday ring. Everyone see it? Show it. Show the birthday ring. Okay. There's the birthday ring. Here, no. Okay, you're doing it that way? Okay. Well, the other way, we can show it to Steve. Okay, there you go. I like the other way you showed it. That's how I show my rings to Steve. Okay. I'll see you later. Good night. Okay. Okay. Good night. Like your watermelon dress.
Daddy, guess what? Mama just washed the pink doctor jacket and she ordered a doctor shirt. So I put on my doctor shirt and put the doctor shirt put the doctor's jacket over my doctor's shirt.
I love Bomo. He's really a good character. I agree with that. Here's the deal. When I said the video about Wikipedia and everything, Wikipedia, it's one of the unpublished novels, right? Just it fits in the same category, in my opinion, with Heart of the Jedi, Lightsider, stuff like that. A bunch of the short stories, and I meant it. It's funny how Wikipedia lets all that unpublished stuff on their website, but yet Supernatural Encounters. Why? Because fans are still raving about it. That's exactly why. I'm sick and tired of these people because EU fans love it, they got to hate on it. Where's the official receipt? No one questioned Heart of the Jedi. No one questioned Lightsider. No one questioned any of the other unpublished stuff that's come out. So that's the thing. What do you want to do about it? That's up to you. I enjoyed Supernatural Encounters just as much as other people. Well, not just as much as other people. Some people really loved it, probably more than me. But and that's fine. Like I said, it's the Silmarillion of Star Wars. It's not going to be for everyone because it's not really a story. It's more of a recounting of history. But if you really want some unanswered questions and everything, and a lot of cool tie-ins, I think it was just an amazing achievement by Joe to put together this and really bring it home for a lot of these hardcore EU fans. I'm not saying if you don't like it, you're not hardcore. I'm just saying, the fans that just want to know all the nitty gritty stuff, all the weird and wild and extreme stuff. Joe more than dipped his big toe into this. He went all cannonballed into that deep river of EU lore and brought out a nice big, diamond. I thought it was really good. I was very impressed with it. I really enjoyed it. But it's up to anyone whether they want to do it. But the whole stink about Wikipedia not putting it on their website, even though it fits in the same category of all those books and short stories that they have posted on their website. And the thing is, they're not even official. They're not even official. They're a fan site. And they act like they're the official gatekeepers. Whatever. Bunch of children. Is that what they're called? Cinematic style soundtracks? Yeah, that's exactly what they sound like. I love them. Yeah, she wrapped it up that way. I mean, it was nice. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Legacy of the Force. I thought it was really well done. Ryder Wenham. I love, like a true Weezer fan, Pinkerton is the best album. It is. Do you know they're going on tour right now and they're playing the entire Blue album? The entire Blue album they're going to play. Oh, good stuff. Weezer hasn't come out with anything recently, have they? They usually come out with like yearly. That's the other thing, man. Weezer, they come out with new music all the time. Rivers is always writing something. And I don't think they are. I don't think they've come out with anything new recently. No, they haven't. See, their last release was in 2022 when they did 4 CDs, small albums at the same time. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Winter was the last one. Winter probably. Hold on. No, autumn. Autumn has. Hold on. I mean, I think it's Tastes Like Pain. Yeah, Tastes Like Pain. That was the last really good album. I mean, really good song they had. And that was on the Autumn album in the autumn of 2022. Now, we can talk some Weezer now. No, the who he played. Yeah, I don't know why I can't remember this right now because it's stupid. Star Killer. Duh, Star Killer. Yeah, yeah. See, everyone knew, and I just wasn't going down. Yeah, Dark Times was great. I used to listen to those soundtracks too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I should have shown these when she was around. Their birthday was 4/25, but we haven't had time. My wife's been busy with theater, and this is the only weekend she's not. Well, she is doing stuff, but she has time to do a birthday party. I enjoy rock, metal. Not much metal. Not much for metal. Heavy metal. I mean, like you're talking Metallica and stuff. Yeah, all day Metallica. Who's your favorite bands? Oh, thank you, everyone. That was very kind. I'm so sorry I didn't give her these. I will be 47 in a few weeks. 2 weeks, exactamundo. Okay. So Stephen, don't reread the books. Don't reread the books. If you've forgotten them, you're going to enjoy the show. It doesn't follow the books as well, but that's okay. That's okay. Love the series. Once it's fully completed, go back and read the books and go, oh, it was better in the book. But that's fine because I don't, man, it's really hard. I wouldn't suggest people, you should read the Silo series. If you want to love a book series, folks, Silo series. If you want to watch the show, don't read the books. You know, it's hard to say, man, because the Silo series, the books are so stinking good. And I enjoyed season 1, but every time they strayed from the books because they add extra stories on there that just seemed to be filler. And then they do, and you're right, Tim Robbins is really good, but they changed his character. I'm not going to ruin it for you because I want you to enjoy the series. But I was like, that was really stupid. Why did every time I go, why didn't they follow what's in the book? The book is so much better. But the show was fine. I'm ready to watch season 2. It wasn't like a Wheel of Time for me. Mm. Yeah. Oh, 1313. I remember that. Yeah. There you go. I love Dark Times. I think I agree with you. Does it fix it? Like straighten it out? No. No, I don't think so. I mean, someone may correct me if I'm forgetting something. It mainly, not mainly, but there's a lot of way, way, way at the beginning of time, you know, celestials, stuff like that. All the weird and unexplained stuff from UK comic books, from, I mean, it is just great. And you may get lost a few times, and you may have to, you definitely have to look at Wikipedia every page. But remember, it's in the style of the Silmarillion, which is a recounting of history. So it's not really an adventure. I mean, it is a story, but I don't know. There's something about it. I just really enjoy it. Again, it's not for everyone, but it does dwell on a lot of the past, ancient past, which is really neat. I mean, there's some Abeloth origins in there too, and stuff like that. And that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Well, the Hungarian Han Solo books, they are translated now. They're kind of wordsmithing the translation. That's a little rough. Again, they're trying to stick true to the text. But I heard there's been a pause on that. I was told there's been a pause on that because everyone's kind of exhausted. Um, I'd volunteer in a heartbeat, but I don't have the time. But I can't wait to see. I've read the first book. I thought it was decent. I can't wait to read the other three. Um, and to be fair, Valhalla Publishing did not have the rights to do new stuff. They're claiming they didn't know. They did know, but they wanted to make more Brian Daly books. And I thought the author did a pretty decent job. They're not Brian Daly, but it's pretty decent. So read them first. Read them first, Rob. I hear what you're saying. Read them first. See what you think. I'm going to include them in my canon because they're just stories that happen in between, before, after Brian Daly's books, in the heart of Brian Daly, and for me, that's good enough. And I guarantee you, Wikipedia isn't going to fight those when they come out, unless we make a big deal about it. Oh, awesome! Those are beautiful sets too. Yeah, I would love to too. I don't think they can get him. I, Lucasfilm burned their bridge with Ryder. It's sad, and they really, in my opinion, they screwed him over. Bad, bad. So I don't think Ryder's coming. I'd love. He's a great guy. He's awesome to talk to. He's a very kind person. He's fun. He would be perfect, but I don't think he wants to advertise any of his books. He doesn't want to do anything to give Lucasfilm a dime because, again, they put the screws to him and a bunch of other authors, and it's sad. It's sad. Um, but I don't think I would love to. I would love for him to be at Legends Con, but I'm going to say that's a no. Knowing Ryder, who is an excellent guy, he doesn't hate the fans. He does not hate fans at all. Nice. Some Matrix films I've listened to. The other ones I haven't. Interesting. Have I been watching My Mets Suck? Yes, I have. Actually, I had a conversation today at work about this. You know, someone told me she's going to a Diamondback game. My friends in Phoenix are going to see a Diamondback game. The Diamondbacks, fun team to watch. You know, right now, still in the race for a wild card. Um, Dodgers are going to win that division. And the Padres, man, they're a good team, but I feel like the Diamondbacks can catch up with them and get second, get a wild card. So they've got chances. The Mets, I don't even know why I keep watching. So sad. You know what? I watched a video the other day. Even though the April numbers are not in yet, the team with the worst drop in attendance, the second behind the A's, who deservedly are not people aren't going to the stadium, is the Mets. 23% drop in attendance because they're the Mets. Goodness gracious. But that'll pick up in the summer. They, the opening day time, or no, it's numbers for April came in, and the Mets had a drop, but that's because of it's still cold up there. But again, the Mets suck. Oh, well, happy birthday right after me. Yeah. I'm probably the youngest person to see Star Wars. I saw Star Wars when I was a couple months old. My mom and dad were too poor to pay for a babysitter, so they took me because children were free, 3 and under. And mom was afraid I was going to cry. This is from my mom, and she said that I was awake the whole time staring at the screen. That's my mom. But I was in theaters for the original release of Star Wars. And I was in theaters for the original release of Empire Strikes Back. I was 3 years old. And again, children were free, and it was just me and my brother. So they took us. I want to say I used to tell people I remember I saw one movie like this. I was standing up, holding on to the seat in front of me. Standing up, the seat was like this. So I was yay tall, but I could grab the seat. And I remember looking and watching something, and I want to say it was the snow scene from Hoth. Like I have that memory of standing up, grabbing the seat, and watching some snow scene. But was it Empire? I don't know. In Return of the Jedi, I was 6. I remember all 3 times I saw that in theaters originally when it came out. Empire's the only shady one. I used to tell people, yeah, I remember watching Empire. I have a memory of me it could have been any snow scene for any movie, Disney movie or something like that. But we did go to Empire because, again, Dad wanted to see it, and they couldn't afford a babysitter. He wanted Mom to go. So, again, we were raised poor, so they took us. And we were quiet for that one too, but we ate popcorn the whole time. But I think I want to say I remember that. But can you have memories as young as 3? Because I don't want to be a liar. But I do remember standing up and grabbing onto a seat and watching some snow scene. Was it Hoth? Was it the opening scene of Bambi? I don't know. I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, yeah. It's good. I've enjoyed them. Hey! Babs, I think so. The Mummy's Curse is good. It's good, but not necessary, if that makes sense. It's fine to have the Mummy's Curse on there. It adds extra stuff in the game. But do you need extra stuff? All the Queenies are fun. Not all of them I played with. I played with a few. But yeah, Luxor's a fun one. If you play the base game and you mix it up with a bunch of games, you probably don't need all the Queenies. Some Queenies are better than others. In my review, I review all the Queenies. And then the Mummy's Curse. And like I said, we played with the Mummy's Curse, but not every time. I think the Mummy's Curse is fine to put in there, but it's not necessary, Some of the Queenies are fun. Definitely fun to play with. But maybe not necessary. I don't know. Usually I say Queenies make a Queen game better. In this case, yes, but not every Queenie you would need. Does that make sense? I hope that answered the question. Yes, it did. A ton of filler. Yep. No, because I have all the magazines. I got them when they came out. I subscribed to Star Wars Insider back in the day. they didn't pay him for a lot of stuff, and the stuff they did when they reprinted it, he didn't get paid for it. So, and it's a way to, contracts are contracts, but they find a way to cut out the author, and it just was done wrong. Just was done wrong. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. The old forums and everyone. Yep. I've when I was working in Phoenix, I did go see some games. They were fun. Oh, the uniforms are terrible. So terrible. Cheap looking, garbage. I hate Nike. And the Jays do too. Yeah, it was the good old days. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's a fun one. That's a fun read. Maybe so. I don't recall. I remember when those came out. That was surely a lot of fun. In 97, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I reviewed it with the Queenies in it. Hey, Babs, I am reviewing another Queen game. I got another Queen game, even though I don't respect them anymore, or as much as I used to. I got another Queen game, and I'll tell you this, Babs, it's my favorite Queen game. Now, it's my favorite Queen game. So it's really awesome, and the more I play it, the more I love it. So that's what's coming out next week. I reviewed that one. Oh my goodness. See, that's another reason not to like Michael. He rubs it in my face that he has a life better than me, and then he's an Astro fan. Oh yeah, that was some fun stuff back then. Well, yeah, I mean, just, hey, write this short story for us, we'll pay you later, and they never did. Or write this, but then they put in another collection and he doesn't get paid for it. All right, sir. See you later. Oh yeah. Ha. That's great. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. And again, Ryder's a good guy. He does a lot of other stuff, a lot of comic books, Transformers. I think he's doing right now, which they have a lot of continuity. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff he's excited to do. I'm going to be interviewing another author soon. Off the page. I didn't do one in April. The guy who I had booked for April wanted to come on for May, and it kind of screwed my plans up because the guy I had for May couldn't do April. But next week, oh my goodness, is that Monday? Yes, it is, I think. I won't do it live, but I'm going to interview another author, non-Star Wars. Sorry. For Off the Page. It's going to be a lot of fun. This person you've never heard of, but you know what he's worked on. You know what he's worked on. All right. So that's all I can say. But he has a Kickstarter out. He's starting his own comic book. So far, so good. I've read it. I like it. I'm happy to have him on. But he is someone that you've never heard of, but you know his work. You've seen his work. I'm almost positive you've seen his work around. So that'll be a lot of fun to do. At least he's still working. That's good. This is one of those little. This is just one of those little. Everyone asks this question. It's just a little. Yeah. This is the door that Alice goes through. Okay. And this is the door just to the crawl space in the house. There's nothing really in there except a dead body. It is weird. And it's got a lock on it too. Like who would lock it from the outside? Why would you do that? Why is there a lock? Oh no, I would never lock this door. I don't have the key. I don't even know what's back. Hold on. It'd be awesome if there's buried treasure out here, but there's nothing. Old drywall. And probably a little gremlin that lives there too. Oh, okay. Oh, I love the Brian Daly books. I think they're fantastic. They're fantastic. Well worth getting. I know that is creepy, isn't it? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm doing. Actually, small time. I found those original Brian Daly and L. Neil Smith hardbacks at the flea market in Mobile. You know, they had that little book section in Alabama, and it was there for years, and I just never got them. And then a few years ago, when I went to go get them, they weren't there anymore. I bought some other books from them, though. You know what? We don't ever stop there anymore because now they charge for you. They charge to get you in, and it seems like they have less vendors now. Like there's not as many vendors. And I was like, because there used to be like 2 or 3 vendors I was always enjoying seeing, and now everyone's gone. The toy guy, he's gone. I can't remember who the other 2 were, but yeah. 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 More Dave Baloney. Hey, yes. Norm, I'll go ahead and announce it. Norm, hopefully, if he's available, and Jamie, the board game man, are going to join me for my top 50 vintage board games later on this summer, by the way. Norm, if you're going to be available, later on this summer, we'll film it. I need to see your schedule and Jamie's schedule when we can all get together. Because truth be told, 2 years ago, they were supposed to be my special guest. And Norm, you had some big scheduling conflict, and Jamie just started a new job, and neither one of y'all could make it. I can't remember what happened, but then I had to get Mark from Attic Raiders last minute, and Mark was great. I loved having Mark, but this year I do want you and Jamie, like we originally planned, to get on there and do our top 50. I'm gonna rank all my games, but when we get to the top 50, we're all gonna do them together. So if you're still up for that, maybe so. Oh, here I didn't see it. Okay, $20. Are you gonna get to Dark Empire Luke by Hot Toys? Am I gonna get the Dark Empire Luke? Hold on. Did I know about Dark Empire Luke? Look at this. You can pre-order it for $280. Yowzer. No, I'm not. But wow, it looks really nice. Posable. That looks really good. What are these? Never heard of them. Cool stuff. No, never heard of it. That's really cool. Need to have someone do an article on that. And thank you. Thank you for the super chat. No, they're big into exactly. They're big into Barbie right now. Man, that's still my favorite video. So Norman and I did some videos when I was at his house years ago, and his sweet wife watched my babies, which that was so kind of her because my wife was not going to stay on the beach with those two babies. And one of the games we played was Pac-Man. And during the game, I am cheating and I'm smiling at the camera and obviously cheating. And Norm didn't see it. So that was really fun. That was a lot of fun. Yes, the only thing now, Norm, is I got 4 kids that I have to watch because my wife wants quiet time on the beach. So I don't know. It's just harder to get out and about now. Like I can't do my own little. I used to do a trip to Pensacola, do some shopping and stuff. I can't even do that anymore. So it's getting hard for me to go now. But I don't know. I would love to. I would love to meet up. Oh, I would love to meet up. Let me see though. But it's extremely harder now. In a few more years, when the kids are more self-sufficient. But I'll see. I'll see because I would love to meet up. No, like I said, I'm just looking at those now. They're awesome. I'd love for that because it was supposed to be you and Jamie. I can't remember, but something happened, and you had gotten a new job, and we're super busy at the time, or you had gotten a lot of gigs, and Jamie had just got his new job where he's currently working, so it just did not work out. I was like, oh no, and we couldn't film. So last minute, I got Mark, but love to have you guys back. Yeah, man, it's a nice thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll let you know because I was seriously thinking about because I just started writing my ranking them. I just started ranking my vintage because I've played all of them, and so I can rank those now. And shoot, I may be good to go. We may record in July if that works for you, and I can edit, start putting it out late July, early August, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll let you know. But I am today putting together. I was putting together that vintage list. Yeah, I was looking at all their list, and some of them look good. I know you've told me. You've told me. Yeah, but yeah, super interesting. But anyway, yeah, play. I've been playing some vintage games with the girls. They're getting old enough to play a few of the more simple ones. And we've been having a fun time, and we've been having game nights a lot with them. So I have had, little game nights playing little vintage games. As they get older now, we'll be playing more vintage games. That'll be more common. That'll be fun because some of those can be strategic. And it's going to be about 3 or 4 more years, maybe more, before they can start playing my bigger games. Probably 10, 11, 12. So probably even later they'll be able to play some of my older games. But playing a bunch of vintage games, that's going to be something I can easily play because as the girls get older, they'll be able to understand more of the concepts and little bitty strategies. So that'll be fun. Growing my own game group. Just wish they were old enough now. Ah, that's sad to hear. Oh my goodness. Interesting stuff. Well, anyway, folks, that's going to be it. I've already gone. I do these over an hour now. What do you know? I'm going to call it. Thank you for passing the time with me here. Really appreciate that. And you guys have an excellent weekend. I'm going to go listen to Screaming Kids tomorrow morning and then clean up the rest of the house that afternoon and sit by myself. Oh, I'm probably going to finish Nature of Middle Earth. So, because I'm only 180 something pages, I can do that in one day. So, yeah, that's my day. No board games though, which would be really fun. But anyway, guys, see y'all later. Check it out. Legends Con coming up, legendsconofficial.com, and of course, theexpandeduniverse.com. If you want to see more exclusive videos that have been coming out every month since April. All right. See you later. Bye.